everybody. I obviously had some time on my hands, so I wanted to take this project of the laundry room, this messy looking thing, and turn it into something that looks like this. So I went to my local Lowe's. I bought this random piece of countertop that was marked as $60. They actually gave me a discount because it had a little chip in it. It ended up being like 30% off. But these are the tools you're going to need. You really don't need a miter, but I like to practice with my corners and angles and stuff like that, and paint as far as the wood that I'm going to use to set the countertop on as well. It really doesn't need to be painted because it's actually out of sight and hidden, but I like everything to match. So in case the countertop ever has to come off, somebody doesn't look and go, oh my gosh, you didn't take the time to paint this. But yeah, anyway, so painted, corner angles cut, really only about an hour job after you buy everything that you need. And I think I may have spent a total of about 55 or 60 bucks after I got the wood, the paint, and the countertop. My two helpers here, Ollie and Archie, trying to find a way out through the dryer vent. Buddy, I don't think you're going to be able to fit in there. I'm just going to speed this up. This is just me measuring, getting ready to make sure that all the boards that I put into the wall are actually level and straight. You know, while you're watching my sped up master craftsmanship here I went ahead and put a couple of guide screws into this piece of wood just so I could get it to stick to the wall. And then I'm going to check the level. But I did want to mention the fact that I only really shop at Lowe's for any of my stuff. Lowe's doesn't give me any money to say that. Obviously, my channel is way too small for that. But I do it for a couple of reasons. One, they're obviously very close, but I have a Home Depot that's close as well. But the one thing that stands out to me about Lowe's is how veteran friendly they are. I'm not a veteran, but I can appreciate anybody who sacrificed in that way for our country and for us and for me. And it's evident by the fact that they give a veterans discount or a military discount, but they also, if you look in front of every Lowe's, especially mine, the first 5 or 6 parking spaces closest to the door are not only handicap accessible, but they are for veteran parking as well. So again, I've speeded up this video as much as I can. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but all my videos are shot on my iPhone X Max. I think the quality and everything on this is really good, especially for obviously a cell phone. I don't do any editing on a computer or anything like that. I use all iMovie. So anyway, you've heard the adage, measure twice, cut once. I don't know if I'm obsessive compulsive, but I measure 3-4 times and cut once. I level 3 or 4 times, so I only have to attach something one time. But that's just the way I am, and that's what my father taught me. So thanks for that, Dad. Okay, so we're going to cut the countertop. I've measured it. I've straight lined it off. Now, I do not have a jigsaw, so the interesting part of this is I'm going to be using that rotary skill saw that I have, and getting around the corners may prove to be a little bit of a task, but I don't see where that'll be too much of a problem. Just got to be careful. The other thing too with this countertop and the coating that's on it, much like with a vinyl flooring or something like that, the blade on your circular saw, you need to make sure it's at least 140 teeth so that it doesn't tear. So once again, I'm going to speed this up, but this is all cut. I mean, I cut that thing to the millimeter, I believe. One of my walls might not be completely straight because it took me a little bit of finagling to get this thing in here. I don't know if that thing used to be a bathroom or whatever, but there's actually a fan switch there with a light switch, which I inadvertently turned on and off a couple times trying to get this countertop in there. But it's a one-man job and finally got it in. So $55 and an hour's worth of labor, and we're done. Thanks for watching.